Kuat can manufacture Star Destroyers, and he has control of Kuat. Yup, that's how it works.
Ready for duty.
Alright, let's get in there before the Archammer shits out too many Starfighters. Meanwhile, we will cinematic this, and then I will pre-chat. Did you include the Subjugator in the game? Not yet. Well, it's in the game, it works, but it's not added to the mods just yet. I first need the mercenary systems online. But I've definitely got the files saved. You feel insulted, why is that? How many quasars do you have? I had about 15 there. This is clearly R-rated. You get turned... What? I mean, watching the Starforge just literally chunk out Corvette after Corvette, that's pretty sexy. That's pretty good. We have... Alright, so the first Starfighters are getting here. That's okay, these are gonna die horrible, horrible deaths. I mean, the Procurators, of course, are not great against Starfighters, since all they have is turbo lasers and 2 ion cannons. But the JAVs have the heavy missiles, which in time will do the job. GB missiles, my second favorite tech. Well, they're pretty awesome, let's be honest. Solist allows the Empire to make Quasars and Dauntlesses. Yup. I was answering the question and I didn't even read what you said until after I typed. Impressive. He's got the force. Wait, I see a Star Destroyer. And there we have the Avenger. Full firepower. Let's absolutely obliterate that thing. Oh, there's gonna be nothing left. Just missiles. I think they're already dead. Everything else is dying. Let's just watch the carnage. This is... Don't fuck with the Procurator. The closest unit I found is the Subjugator at 600. There must be larger Imperial ships that can do that. How much are the Super Star Destroyers to build?
Form up.
Oh yeah.
Awaiting orders.
That just happened.
Into position.
Now everything can keep moving forward. The TIE Defenders will eventually die to these JAVs. Actually, JAVs are quite effective against TIE Defenders. And that thing is now going down. Oh wait, the Shadow Mesh. Huh, that's funny. The Shadow Mesh does not actually move with the rest of the ship. That's interesting to know. Should probably fix that sometime. So, what happened to the Tyrant cruiser? The Tyrant is getting shelved for now, and we are running an emergency poll on Patreon to see what we are building in the meantime. So far, the whatchamacallit, the Corellian Destroyer is winning, which means we're probably going to be making a Corellian Destroyer very soon. Tomorrow we're going to do a bit more gaming to get a few more VODs for YouTube. Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
We'll be there shortly.
At least not yet. That thing will shred up Procurators. But we have plenty, we have spares. So yeah, the Tyrant is getting shelved until Fractal finishes his. So that I can make an accurate version, because I'd like that much more than a half accurate, which I'd have to modify later on.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
Whatever wins the build poll on Tuesday, we will be building. So I'll let it run until Tuesday. Again, there's an emergency build poll up on Patreon. And whatever is ahead by... Really not dealing as much damage to this as I'd hoped. Actually, the missiles are now starting to come in, so that'll help with that. We should probably divert some of these Jehavies to snipe the shield gems on that. And the missiles... those should be all the missiles this thing has.
Weapons ready.
Yeah, that thing is going
Yes, sir.
down.
The shields aren't holding.
Let's redirect all of
At your
these.
command.
These guys have not yet fired at the shield generator, so I'm going to deselect you and then give everything else a direct fire order.
Ready for battle. Our shields
Okay,
are
the
down.
battlecruiser is going to deal a number on our Procurator, since this is of course a large ship and these things are designed to crack
Reporting
large
in.
ships. So going to take some damage, but it should hopefully be fine. They can of course run, but only half of their guns are firing. Of course the other half is just doing nothing. Ideally I'd like to keep it that way. But it may... oh fuck. Right.
Roger that.
That's the problem with the Titan.
Right
Because
away.
it can do that. This is why it costs so much money. Yeah, for now change the plans. Reminds me of the Pirates of the Caribbean 3. Yeah, kinda. It did just get completely swamped. Is this going on YouTube? Oh yeah, all the VODs of this playthrough are going on YouTube. PvP or Rebel GC tomorrow? I want to shelve the multiplayer matches because it seems that every single game we're having either some sort of mismatch or a game freeze or someone crashes and it gets worth...
Form up.
Wait, then where the fuck
Moving
is the
out.
Titan? I mean, it does have a limit on the amount of cloak time that it has,
Awaiting
but
orders.
I can't actually see it, so I can't attack it. It's very annoying. And that's also the last ship there is, so...
Copy.
I'll just
Heading
keep
out.
moving and then hope they get here sometime. Yeah, I want to shelve the community matches until we get some more stability in the mod, which I know sucks, and I know people want to play multiplayer. We may do some one-on-one matches either tomorrow or next week. Otherwise, it's probably going to be something else. You've never seen the cloak ability? The Phantom has it in Vanilla Forces of Corruption, and I believe Tiber's flagship does as well. Hang on, doesn't the Vengeance frigate also had a cloak, right? I believe the Vengeance in Forces of Corruption also had a cloak. But yeah, the Titan being one of the more... I think it's like here, because this is what's spawning the... Ah, there it is. Alright.
Targeting at
It ran out of
maximum
cloak.
firepower.
Now let's just deal as much damage as we can. It has no more shields. We are gonna deal a tremendous amount of damage to this ship. It better cloak again, because it can't win this. Screenshot. Another screenshot. Oh yeah. And this is why the Titan is not that great of a battle cruiser. Even though it has the cloak, which is insanely useful, in a straight up engagement, if it doesn't use its cloak, it's really, really bad. It does not have the HP or the firepower for its size, because it needs to power its cloak, which is half the price. So what you're getting is just a larger, slightly more powerful Allegiance for the cost of something way bigger. Because of course that cloak does allow it to pick its engagements. But again, the AI doesn't quite know how to do that. It's still a great ship, don't get me wrong. It still does a fuck ton of damage. But not as much as a 4-kilometer cruiser should. That's why you can kind of hunt these down. Okay, so this countdown thing is still going.
T2B over. Artillery online. T2B over.
Tactical battle
Or-
imminent.
This music is nice of the Old Republic. I think we just arrived at Mercker with our Sith fleet. Alright, this is going to be a hail of turbo lasers. So we should buy the Allegiance. No, that's not what I said. If you are a human, then you have the ability to use the cloak better than the AI can. Which means that you can get much more use out of the Titan than the AI.
Ready for command.
Alright. 52 Sith fighter squadrons. Let's actually just hunt with these. I mean, they're garbage fighters.
All out. Yes, sir.
They're about TIE fighters, only bigger, which makes them easier to hit, which is like, why would you want that? Well, I don't know. They're dark shit. These are trash tier starfighters. This is probably the worst starfighter in the mod. I think they may also come in groups of 10? I don't know. I forgot if we... Did we change these down to 6? No, they are still down in groups of 10. Okay. I must be one of the only starfighters that still is in groups of 10.
Reporting.
But yeah, it's basically just a TIE fighter. With a little bit less agility. And less speed. And it's bigger. So yeah. It's really shit. Well, it only has two lasers, or two lasers, so they're shit in that sense as well. They're just really bad. Alright, so this is our anti-large ship task force. If you thought MC-30s made short work of superstar destroyers, wait until you see a hail of Sith interdictors. But yeah, the Titan is definitely worth it if you use the cloak. And itself, once you spend the money, it's not a bad ship, right? It's not weak or anything. It's just not cost effective. Ready. Unless you use the cloak, which the AI can't do. But you guys are hopefully human. I don't know. Maybe you guys, once you see that capture, which is like, are you human? You guys are like, warm up. They found me out. But yeah, if you are indeed a human player, then you can use the cloak to great effect. Because once you start, your shields start going down, you can simply cloak, get out, reposition, and just bomb from long range until they reach you again, cloak again, run back, rinse and repeat. And remember, Star Destroyers have long range weapons, so the Titan is very effective in that sense. And normally a Star Destroyer, once it gets caught out of position, it's fucked. It's slow, it can't maneuver, it's very slow to turn, but the Titan can just cloak and get out anywhere. That's the strength of the Titan, basically. Considering the TIE is barely fly-worthy. Yeah, the TIE fighter is not great.
Awaiting your command.
It's not great. We're gonna trash this starbase.
Yes,
Yes,
Commander.
sir.
As powerful as the starbases are, they're not gonna stand up to this. Hell, the Centurions alone with their super heavy proton torpedoes.
Weapons ready.
They may not even get a chance to do anything.
Weapons ready, sir.
The Sith interdictor firepower alone might trash it. Let's actually move these a little bit. There. Spread them out slightly.
Incoming.
So with the Titan, would it be possible to have the Terror Executor class? I don't know all these random superstar destroyers. What's the Terror? Is that the one that had the cloak, or was that the Night Hammer? Ah, dude.
Changing course to intercept.
I don't know. I thought the Terror was...
Taking fire.
I can't remember, never mind.
Commander,
So,
they're hitting
I thought it was the Night Hammer which had the... Ooh, gift baskets. Great.
falling out of formation.
I'll happily accept those.
Them now.
I thought the Night Hammer was the one with the cloak.
Attack formation. I'm on them. Coming around.
I mean, obviously I'm not going to check a Wikipedia link in the middle of the stream.
Go after the stragglers. Regroup for another attack. They're coming in quick.
Alright, I changed these to laser cannons, didn't I?
More enemy craft.
So they do a little bit less damage.
Taking fire.
Sith interdictors, of course, lots of guns, very low accuracy.
They're hitting us. Enemies in range.
Uh,
I got it.
do we already lose, like... No, we did not. Okay, you guys need to... Actually, let's just
Ready for battle.
set everything to hunt.
Reporting in.
Let it do its thing. Okay, these flak cannons are going to obliterate my... No, I can't do that yet. First, I need to actually get in range of the torpedoes. Can you see all this laser fire flying around?
Nowhere.
Fucking insane. I mean, this battle line is like... Okay, so now we are in range. These guys don't have an ability. These guys do, but it's not useful. Yeah, get in range or get closer so that the torpedoes hit quicker.
Form up. Let's go. Form up. Awaiting orders.
No, just
Keep going.
forward. Very simple. I
This
don't need
way.
you to do fucking
Copy.
pirouettes here.
Over there.
Stay
I
in
copy.
formation.
Reporting.
Awaiting
The
orders.
interdictors can slowly go forward. I'm not sure what they do against this. Anyway, the ISD might take out a couple of interdictors, but we should be fine on that front as well. Once the ultra-heavy torpedoes start hitting, then the starbase will be cracked open like a walnut. Of course, if you guys have played the mod, then you know how much tremendous damage the Centurion torpedoes do. Same torpedoes as the Starhawk, though the OG ship that had them was, of course, the Centurion. Tremendous splash damage.
Target locked.
Very, very powerful. There we have one incoming. Let's see if we can see the effectiveness of that from one. Right, so that did all of that.
I have them now.
Alright, so shields are down, so the interdictors will be able to start barraging.
Copy.
I'm gonna start targeting you down and getting you guys to attack that. Can you guys actually fire at that from here? Probably can. A little bit of lag ensuing. I mean, the fact that this, with all these projectiles and Sith fighters, does not cause any lag, or well, any lag, does not cause any tremendous lag, really shows me that in case there is any lag in the mod at all for people, it must be something on their end. Because if this runs without issues, with the amount of fire speed that these things have, and with this many projectiles flying around, then there can be no issue.
I copy. Back around for another run. I got one.
Ready.
You really should move in position.
Navigating to coordinates.
Locking on. The gravity well generator has been destroyed.
Cruiser reporting.
Is that the most memorable quote I have? Is that my most
Getting a lock.
my most precious moment, my finest moment indeed? Maybe it's possible.
Enemies in range.
Man, let's target these
Direct
turbo
fire,
lasers
they're
with
leaving
these
us.
torpedoes,
Shields
and then
deactivated.
just.
Target locked.
We do have to actually launch new torpedoes though for that to hit. So we're just going to target this one right here in the middle.
Hitting target.
I'm not sure where these torpedoes are heading. New one should be firing any moment.
Stay in formation.
I mean, they do have a fairly long reload, obviously. Oh wow, that dude's even. Oh, okay, well, you just fire at that then. Alright, torpedoes are launching on that side. Actually, honestly, oh yeah, the torpedoes hitting here already is going to wreck all of these, so.
Direct
I don't
fire
even
and
have
laser
to
cannon.
wait for these torpedoes to arrive.
Stragglers.
Meanwhile, here comes the next volley, just absolutely obliterating. I don't think that damaged these, actually,
Hostile laser cannons.
surprisingly.
Target those lasers. Direct
Target
fire
that.
at their laser cannons.
Now, how much damage do 4 torpedoes do to the missile bang? Oh wait, they... if they don't actually hit the torpedoes, if they hit here, they're not going to deal the splash damage over here. Actually, never mind, these things do so much splash damage, they'll do it anyway. See? Didn't even did it there. So yeah, Centurions, great for capital cracking. So are the Sith Interdictors because of their high fire rate, but poor accuracy, which means they're great against large targets because they can't actually dodge. Now, these things will still be missing an awful lot of shots. But again, it doesn't matter because we have so many of them. That's that gone, and now that thing will just die. So with the Titan, would it be possible to... Alright, that was that thing. The Night Hammer also... Alright, so they both have cloaking? But yeah, sure, that is possible. Oh, that was a great strike. That felt great. So yeah, you can have cloaking Super Star Destroyers. Obviously, we're not doing that because the balance implications of that would just be
The
fucking
enemy has been
awful.
defeated.
Yeah, the turbo lasers now are laser cannons on the interdictor. Alright, well that was cost effective. They still have this mystery thing building. I don't know where, I don't know how. Where do they even have level 5 star bases? Kuat, but they can't build anything that big there. Bias, a Brigado Ray. I think they're building it over Fondor, since Fondor doesn't seem to be building anything new. Again, wish I had some sort of spy unit. Can't you build some sort of fancy spy unit on... No. Maybe if we had like a academy or something. Let's sell one heavy vehicle factory.
Constructing.
Get a spy academy. Don't think you can build. Let's not waste money on star bases that we can't hold. I'm feeling another fleet. I'm feeling some...
T2B over.
We haven't really used the Tide frigate at all, have we? That's a bit of a shame. I mean, it's not overly effective against Imperial forces, but... Neither have we used the MC-80 or the winged or the wingless.
Construction complete.
It had 5... No, it had like 8 joules, but they're changed now to 8 lasers.
Artillery online. Artillery online.
Sometimes I wonder how such a small ship completely destroyed towers. I don't know, man. Somehow I wonder, or sometimes I wonder how one Y-wing or A-wing destroyed the Executor. Or one X-wing destroyed the Death Star. And then I remember, oh yeah, they make that shit up on the fly. With this here, we should have our auto-resolve ground force about ready. Let's start gathering it. The ground assault fleet to end all ground assault fleets. I mean, if I have all this money anyway, right? Let's get the profundity back, build a whole bunch of these guys. I don't think there's any advantage not to building them at other places as well, so we may as well. Where can we actually... Alright, we can build these here. I'd rather build MC-80s than winglesses. Hey, we... God FZR, the man himself has returned. CRB says, gotta go for 2 hours. Alright, well, see you later then, CRB. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for all of those donations coming. Thank you very much. God FZR, of course, welcome back, my man. We have been going for quite a while. A lot of stuff has happened. They continue to underestimate... Oh, wait, shit, that's another. He just keeps rebuilding it. Ah. They should only be able to build these things once. But they keep coming back. God FZRs, your donation will be noted. Don't worry. It will be done right now. Right after I send this fleet into the enemy. Sinning is now following. Thank you very much for the follow, good sir. Boom. Let's go. Oh, wait. Cinematic. Alright. God, we have already had to clear the board once today because we ran out of space. So many donated subs. So many new subs, followers. Bloody fucking donations. Hell. CRB even took the fucking director role on Patreon. A motherfucking god. He's heading out now, though. Anyhow. God. FZR. Coming in with the very precise $21.14. Thank you very much for your contribution, good sir. Alright. There we go. Let's note that down. Let's chronicle that donation. I'm so far behind on this series, it's unbelievable. We took Kuat. Sir, we have Kuat. We are building Star Destroyers.
We've come across enemy units.
There we go. Right underneath CRB's $5 donation. Oh, these defenders are going to bite the bullet. They're heading straight into Jades. That's a poor life choice. Poor life choice. Oh, God. FZR. $21.14. There we go. We're really getting close to that fucking 24-hour stream goal. This is actually kind of scary.
The ion cannons are inoperable.
Oh shit, no, it's driving right through my shit.
Reporting in. Attacking.
Fire everything. Shit. I did not see that. I was busy. Alright, so that thing is taking a tremendous amount of damage right now. All of these are still here.
Shields aren't holding.
Decal still has to be changed. Let me also note that down. Oh, we're finding so many bugs here today. We're also fixing a lot of bugs though. Voca. Blade. Decal. Alright. Now, the Sentence Blade is of course quite a good ship. Obviously the ISDs are as well.
Ready for duty.
I think... Wow, I think that thing just managed to course through our fleet. Oh, wait, we did lose one unit. No, that was not what I meant. Don't do that.
Form up.
Just
coming about.
go back. Turn around. They're heading straight past us. Maybe we should engage the arc hammer instead. That's probably a better idea. I don't have to... You know what? Maybe I can just chase these ISDs with these GAVs. They're a lot more maneuverable than the goddamn Procurator, that for sure. So the Procurator's can go here. That's the exact opposite of what you want to do, though. You want that switched. We're gonna lose a lot of GAVs if we use them in this way. The missiles aren't even hitting. Yeah, let's not do this. This is suicide for both of our attack groups, because our Procurators will come under attack by the bombers, which they can't deal with.
Reporting.
And then these things will get torn to shreds by the octuple turbo lasers.
Awaiting instruction.
Yeah, this... We need to not have this happen.
Targeting. They've destroyed
The rest
our ion
of the
cannons.
shit is not in
Yes,
range. You know what? I'm gonna literally turn them all around. Not you, though. You're already way forward. Can you even hit that? Wow, impressive.
Holding fire for maximum effect.
Alright, so these guys will be moving up hopefully soon.
Cruiser reporting.
I mean, you're already there. Let's just start firing anyway. I think I really botched this engagement. Jan crawled out of the cloning tube again. Yes, he did. Is the dev build on ModDB? No, the dev build is distributed via Patreon later, either today or tomorrow, whenever the Secular is finally finished.
The shields aren't holding.
Ow.
Gunship reporting.
Alright, well the GAVs are finally coming in. You need to break off like 4, go here and clean up all these fighters if you can. And the rest, well, just hit that. Oh, wait, fuck. Defenders. Those defenders are doing a fucking number on my ships, man.
Batteries online.
Alright, I can't engage these with just 2. Let's just try to come into a ball here. That doesn't even work. Ugh. This engagement.
Moving into position.
It's terrible.
Choose your
I do have 2 more
reinforcements.
Procurator to hyperspace in, though. You kill me a little each time you say today or tomorrow. Well, what do you want me to say, man? I don't know when the shit's gonna be done. Whenever I work on it and it's good enough to release, then it's releasable. And the Secular still needs his death clone. And the Imperial version. I do actually want an Imperial version of that. What if we size up the arc hammer to like 19 kilometers like the Executor? That'd be a little too much for a space factory. Probably too much.
Our shields are down. Yes, sir.
Okay, so here the ships are again.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
That thing was not dead? Well, it is now. Alright, I'm just gonna...
We're on our way.
We don't have...
The ion cannons are inoperable.
Alright, you guys are dead. Now...
At your
Oh, the arc
command.
hammer is dead. Now, the GAVs can move
Ready
back.
for battle. Reporting
You
in.
guys need to start
Holding
targeting.
fire for maximum effect. The shields aren't
Really,
holding.
Polkovnik, why you tell me that Procurators are useless? I will never know. I highly disagree. They are so good. They're so good. Oh, they're like the DP-20 of the Rebel Alliance. They are so good. Well, like the DP-20 of the Empire, I should say, I guess. Thought about making Corellian ships buildable on Corellia, which is probably a much better way of handling it than it is now, which is where the only Corellian ships you will see are in the Rebellion. Oh, you're not getting out of there, man. I am so sorry. But it is over. It is all over for you. So yeah, the dev build will be distributed for the last time this month. Either today or tomorrow. Probably not the day after that. Either today or tomorrow. Alright, see, we lost a lot more there, but it's still cost effective. They keep sending these massive units without any escort. It's so dumb. I don't know why they do this. Maybe I should standard make these guys come with it. Nah, that's bullshit. Anyway. So, yeah. Either today or tomorrow, and you will get the PMs via Discord or via Patreon as usual. Why is the arc hammer good? Well, let's see if we can find one. Reduces build cost of all ground units by 25% and build time by 95% thanks to the arc hammer's massive onboard facilities. And of course in battle it produces endless ties, which is basically just, it's the ultimate carrier. Okay, so they must be building whatever they are building on Fondor. Because they're not building anything else. I can't see what these are. So can you build some sort of spy unit? No. So if I just build like one infantry unit, eh? Can I use that to spy?
T4B ready.
They keep moving shit around too, so you can never really get a good idea of their entire fleet.
Artillery online.
Alright, so they have
Artillery online.
5 minutes left on that timer. They still have that one secular there. I mean, at this point, they must be running out of population capacity, right? So if we kill something big of them, will they actually stop? Then we first need to find something big. Now, the biggest thing they have, of course, is the... this. Can we get there? Yes, we can. But we need a pretty damn decent force to... Okay, that is just...
Moving out.
The fist, not the blade. That's one torpedo sphere. They must be running out of population capacity. That's why they're continuously cancelling this shit. Original arc hammer is a executor with pillars. Yes, I've seen that. Kind of strange. How large is this fleet? We can take that. Alright, we need to get this fleet back over here. I'm going to take home one out of here. Where are the marauders? Right, they are stuck here. Could go over the best bit. Yeah, no, but I'd have to go through this entire arm again. I can't do that. How the fuck did I forget here? If I capture Manan and Rendili, I can actually move shit across here. Sith fleet is there. The auto-resolve fleet is almost ready.
Destination received.
We are building quite a large fleet of MC cruisers. Let's see. We want a couple of tides for sure. If we're building tides, we may as well make them at the Starforge because that's going to instantly build all of them.
Unit in production.
Like so.
Frigate standing by. Frigate standing by.
Our camera needs to be 19. No, maybe. It needs to be a proper boss fight. Well, that will be a full build thing. A full build month. I forget, Polkovnik, are you ready? Yeah, I think you are, Patron. Well, then you're already contributing to the stretch goal, which, once we get there, I think, honestly, hang on, if CRB actually took the $100 tier, the director, as he said, now he upgraded from 50. We may already be at the 1750 needed for the fuck, what do you call it? For the battlecruiser builds. who may already be there. Okay, so that goes over there. Were we building Monkel ships anywhere else? No, I think it was just Ringdo and Monkel on Mari. Which means that we now have a pretty fucking big Monkel fleet. I'd like to sprinkle in a few Marauders. Because honestly, these Diamond Bora missiles are amazing.
Marauder cruiser here. Marauder cruiser here. Marauder cruiser here.
Why does the Archammer not have any hardpoints? Because I made it have no targetable hardpoints. Still has weapons, they're just not targetable. Honestly, we should redo the model sometime, but again, that's a very large build, so I'm gonna keep that as a monthly build. At the Avenger again. 2 minutes left until that mega thing completes. Do you think it's on Christophelis? Or they're actually building like the fucking... No, but that's 600 seconds. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're building. I don't know what it is. Let's wait and see what happens. I mean, they have the credits. They actually almost have Death Star level credits. That's... Well, we'll get a warning if they try to build one. So, not to worry. We could probably win before they get the Death Star. The original is from the Calcatarn game. Okay. Alright. 1 minute and 15 seconds left to that Giga ship. Our Monkel fleet is now very much ready. 200 command points. What's the fastest? Probably either the MC... It's either the Tide or the MC... Right, they're the same. Tide is a little more sturdy, so let's use you in the Pathfinder slot. We have Mercker, which means that our Other Resolve fleet should be able to now capture the ground forces here. Now, I will fight some of the ground forces, but not all of them. For example, these backwater planets we can just kind of auto-resolve and then... Okay, that wasn't too costly. That still cost us a lot of artillery, though. Do we have any useful things up here? Yeah, we have a whole bunch of Nova cruisers. Those are worth the money. Those are worth... I'm gonna keep these as a separate fleet. Alright, 30 seconds left. Let's see what they're doing. Let's first save, because we haven't saved in a bit. Rebel GC 44. Will the AI finish their mystery thing? I still don't know what this is. You know, it does say missing, so it could be anything. Do you think it's cancelling it because it's actually trying to upgrade one of the heroes and it's not letting it do it because it keeps moving the heroes? That's possible. It is over level 5, well level 4 for that, but you not need that. Okay, so that's just 8 command points. This is 15. If any of these move and this is cancelled, then we know what's going on here. Then it's one of the AI hero upgrades. 2, 1. Alright, so it's not cancelled, it's paused. Which means there's a different problem, and I think it is command points. So what we're going to do is we're going to smash this fleet. Because it's not building anything here. Can we smash this fleet? Hang on. With the Avenger and all that. Yeah. So we're going to smash this fleet. And we're going to free up some command points for the AI. And then we're going to spawn it. Spawn whatever the hell they are trying to build. The only hero with a timer are the ones that don't need to stay in orbit. Well, then I have no idea what it is.
Beware of traps. What do you suggest? Ready? Standing by. Setting course. Reporting in. Complying with orders.
Piet Executor? I'm not sure. No, Piet hasn't even upgraded to his ISD yet, because he'd cost 10 supply. The only ones that need to stay in orbit are instant.
Yes, Commander.
Well then, I have no idea what it is they're trying to build. I don't even know what's missing. If it didn't say missing, we'd know what they were trying to build, and then we'd know what the problem is. They couldn't have run out of money. That's bullshit. They have so much money that whatever that one last second is, there must be some issue with command points. Which is why we're going to clear this fleet, and then, if need be, clear out another fleet, and then they should have enough command points. Though this is already like 100 and something command points, so.
They're over here.
The only fighter garrison we are getting, of course, is from Home 1. Which, if I believe correctly, can spawn 3 more waves of this. No, only 2 more waves of this. Didn't I reduce the Home 1? Yeah, command points from 30 to 25. Yeah, again, the Jihavis are not effective at anti-air. But it does have the missiles, which, if they do hit, they're very, very good. Alright, so you're going to get completely shredded.
Readying weapons.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Awaiting command.
You target the shield generator. Missiles.
Beware of traps.
You don't need to do that.
What do
You
you
have plenty of
suggest?
shields. Without the overcharge. Oh, it kind of kills me how, even when driving straight through a fleet, allegiances are so tanky and so strong that they can still just keep doing it and not die. Even through this fleet, with a fucking overcharge on the Procurators. I mean, yeah, it took a tremendous amount of damage, but it's still alive. It's even got fucking B-Wings chasing it and shit. I mean, we will kill it. They won't be able to outrun the long-range guns of the Procurators, but... still, the very fact that it took this much to actually take it down. Allegiances, man, they are borderline OP. They are borderline OP.
Acknowledged.
Out of range? Nah, not really. Barely. That
Yes,
last
Commander.
4% will go down to the Starfighters, and it did. Which means that now we can move
I am
everything
with
over
you.
here. So that was the Avenger. It had a good run. It really tried its best.
Moving into position.
No, no.
What do you suggest?
Just hyperspaced in something else. Voca's fleet. God damn it, you should only be able to build these once. I really need to check if I set that up correctly. I don't think I did. I think I'm able to defeat the fleet with this amount of fighters, though. I do appreciate the Home 1 model. It's really, really great. It's built by... God, I forgot the name. Botman, I think it is. Botman from another project, which I don't think has ever released.
Standing by.
But I am glad we were able to
Reporting
obtain
in.
permission from him. And that he shared permission to use this model in
Acknowledged.
our mod, because, of course, it is wonderful. It took me days to delete the... delete the amount of detail that was needed for it to actually be useful.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, well,
I am with you.
as many shields as you have, I am not confident in your abilities to take that on single-handedly,
Beware of
so
traps.
just sit there if you will. Let's
Divert
shield.
all power to shields. What do you suggest? Open fire.
So now that thing's gonna try to drive through the fleet.
Ready.
Instruction, sir.
That's it. Scratch one.
Instruction, sir.
Alright, shield gen. Missile. 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 I guess.
Take out those lasers. Focus all fire on those laser batteries.
Standing by. Affirmative.
Let's see, can we just start targeting? Yeah, we can start
Yes,
targeting
Commander.
this. We really should be killing this, because those ties are... The ties keep spawning, you know? They start coming and they don't stop coming.
Maximum effect.
Something hit the ground running. Alright, so this thing is in a very, very, very deadly crossfire right now. That's not what I wanted the camera to focus on. Let's see. Can we get a shot of the Allegiance? Because this will make for a great screenshot. Well, I mean, without that icon there. Can we get it to obstruct the icon? Yes. Got it. Rexoon, welcome back.
Acknowledged.
Alright. See, guys, I keep telling you, the Procurator are worth it. You gotta have a little faith. Now, of course, when you have like 7 of them against 1 Allegiance and a whole bunch of missile cruisers, then obviously they're gonna be very effective.
They've destroyed our ion cannons.
Even without that, actually without...
Ion cannons are
If they
inoperable.
would just say... Yeah, but you gotta see it in the context. So you can build about 5 Procurators for the cost of 1 Allegiance, right? So it would be 5 Procurators against 1 Allegiance. I still think the Procurators win that. Alright, here comes the rest of the fleet. This is unfortunate. The arc hammer is still alive.
What do you suggest?
This is bad. You need to stand there because otherwise you'll die.
Attack position.
You guys...
We'll smash that shield generator.
No.
That shield generator must be destroyed.
Target the shields. Alright, this is going to deal a lot of damage. Here.
Cruiser reporting.
You, I think, can already attack that, as can you. I mean, Procurators have the long-range, like, top guns, which are, like, super-powered, which means they fire a lot faster than normal Imperial turrets, which is great. They also have the weapon banks, and there's a lot of there's a lot of firepower in those, but they're very, well, they're not very low range, but they're a lot lower range than the actual turrets. And of course, you got the side 8 light turbo lasers.
Ready? May the Force be with us.
Alright, you guys attack that. Where's home
Standing
1?
by. Power to the shields.
Oh, okay.
Shields are down.
This is a very bad position for you, because you're right in the spawn of all the TIE defenders.
Ready.
Good thing the bombers are spawning directly on top.
Reporting in.
Oh, please overcharge, we are taking a lot of damage. Ow. That was that.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Pressing the attack.
If you aren't attacking anything, then please just attack the arc hammer.
Initiating attack.
Do we have some more B-wing spawns? Yes, we do. Oh, B-wings, man. How much HP does this thing have? It's almost gone. These are as well, but our fleet is taking a lot of damage.
Target confirmed. Target sighted.
I should
At your command.
ungroup home 1 here.
I am with you.
You need to
Moving
get
to
moving.
coordinates. Weapons armed.
Not actually sure if your weapons can fire from inside of the ship. That's a
Ready for
problem.
battle.
We are losing Procurator after Procurator here, but of course they are being very cost effective here, destroying these units. Let me quickly check up on the chat. The ship with timers are the Executor, Eclipse, Purifier, Annihilator, Titan, Mandator, Subjugator, Death Star. Okay, so it's either the Eclipse, Executor, it may be the Annihilator, maybe. It's not the Titan. The Mandator's text works. The Subjugator I don't know about, and the Death Star absolutely works. How did the rebels get Procurators? I took over Kuat, and then I built a level, I think it's either 4 or 5 starbase, and then I started pumping Star Destroyers out of them. It's great. Oh no, TIE defenders. I need to clean this up before the defenders wreck me.
We've got them on the run.
No, you are not. I was about to say, you are not running, good sir.
Beware of traps.
Not today.
Readying weapons.
Full throttle.
Alright. These missiles.
Watch your six.
Okay, maybe the heavy splash damage missiles are a bit much.
Can't see him.
But then again, they only hit like 1 squadron at a time, so they're not that OP. Yeah, they do already have the Annihilator. Now, well, they have the Purifier. I'm not sure if they have the Annihilator. They have this. Okay, that didn't do it. So what is preventing them from having it? I would like to try and take out another one of their large... what I want to say? Shipyards. But I don't know how...
Order acknowledged.
where they even have something worth taking. Right, well, Manan, of course. I can get this, but that also destroys the shipyard, which I think is actually providing more supply.
Come on, Chewie.
Right, let's go after the arc hammer. Okay, get there. So the arc hammer is now over here, so let's get Rendili. I'm not exactly sure what's in this fleet, but it should be enough to take out one arc hammer. Remember, most of the arc hammer's supply is actually in this garrison. Itself is not that... ooh, right. Oh, ground forces. That's a problem. Well, we do have 2 Secutors, so we'll be fine. Select yourself. You too.
Standing by.
1 Marauder. No, it's okay.
I copy. Ready.
Lots of garrisons, of course. Clone Wars era units always have a very heavy focus on
We're here.
Starfighters. Right. One,
Awaiting
2,
orders, sir.
Starfighter squadron reporting. We're advancing on your position.
these guys I'm gonna keep here, because they're not doing anything. Secutor, for those who haven't seen it yet, it's not entirely done. There's still some issues to work out, mostly texture bits. Would like to try to get rid of that. I thought I'd set out the fucking lights enough so that that wouldn't be happening. But I didn't. But I set them out so much, and still it... whatever. It's the problem with having the camera up this high. If you take a shipyard out, you will lower the pop cap too. Yes, I know, which is why we're not attacking Coruscant. Alright, let's get everyone over there. So yeah, Secutor, it's got about the firepower of an ISD-2. It has the overcharge ability, which does not only overcharge the Venator turrets it has, which there are 5, but it also overcharges the 24 Kuat turbo laser cannons. Which actually come in the same mounts as the octuple batteries, but just trust me for a minute, they're actually quads. They're slightly smaller and they only have 4 barrels instead of 8.
Yes, Commander.
Now, given the fact that they're quads instead of octuples, they actually do the same amount of damage as the Venator dual heavy turbo lasers, because the Venator cannons actually fire 2 projectiles in 8 seconds, and the quad octuple or the quad turbo lasers only fire 1. So they're basically 29 dual Venator heavy turrets. That's pretty good. It's got 3 heavy dual ion cannons. It's not much to write home about. It's got 6 laser cannons in the side. Those are also not all that special. It spawns 7 Arc 170s and 7 V-Wing squadrons, and it has 7 more in reserve of each. You being that fast is really gonna mess with things, since you are now capable of actually moving in front of the fleet. That's a problem. In relation to the Allegiance, this thing has slightly more shields than the Allegiance and about 2/3 of its health, which makes it fairly tanky. Probably a bit too much. I wanna lower that slightly. Probably the shield points down to 1500, or 15,000, which makes it double that of the Venator. Might nerf HP a little bit. Probably not.
Armed and ready.
We're on station. We're setting course for
Awaiting
those coordinates.
instructions. Cruiser reporting. Copy.
Alright, let's make sure everything is actually in range.
Move out. Gunship reporting.
I think you're already firing the torpedoes. This is great. So let's barrage on those things. Oh wow, is it actually firing torpedoes on both sides of this thing? That's really good. Now we get double the firepower. Overcharge all weapons, and you can just fire. Of course, the Star Destroyer Overcharge does not actually drain any power from any other systems of the ship. It is just a timed ability. Oh, and it also has 2 heavy torpedo launchers, which are also not targetable. So yeah, the Secutor is just a very, very powerful overall ship. It does cost 25,000 credits and 25 command points, which is the same as the Allegiance, but it is in combination with its garrison well worth the cost.
What is your order?
You need to not do that, and then
Shields
start
aren't
firing.
holding.
Well, I think that is one dead arc hammer. Can't repel firepower of that magnitude. Those missiles are doing a tremendous amount of damage to my poor Munificent. Munificents do so much damage, but they just die so quickly. They're really the cannon, the designated cannon fodder of any
Advancing.
fleet. And they'll deal a lot of damage, but they will die. That's the problem with them. They have decent range. They have so many heavy weapons. Dual turbo lasers, fucking the heavy dual turbo laser cannon in the front here. It's already lost the bridge. There's no fire. There's no fire? There's no fire. Munificent. Bridge. Fire. There we go. That is noted down. How's this doing? The Diamond Boron missile should be getting rid of that. You guys can't actually do anything useful here. The Arc 170s can. You guys just do your thing.
Destroying the shield generator.
That's not actually a shield generator.
On their shield generator. Open fire.
Hangers. Hangers.
Attack that target. Attacking target.
Hangers. These guys will get into range. You should already be in the range. Ooh.
Targeting.
Doing the Lord's work. Cleaning up these Starfighters.
Copy that. Let's go.
That will be in range. All of this should almost already be in range, to be honest with you.
At your command.
Let's just do that. Arc 170s will be making very good bombing runs here.
Awaiting orders.
Of course, microing your bombers to attack different targets is a very effective strategy. Ensuring that you will wreak maximum havoc upon whatever target you are targeting. As you can see here, multiple hardpoints are either red or destroyed. Secutor, of course, being a Star Destroyer, has long-range weapons. Our Munificent is being absolutely wrecked right now. This is not unexpected.
I copy.
Nope. Gunships, Arc 170s. Everything attack.
Fire at will. Vector set.
Right, there's still that Star Destroyer. I'm going to... No, wait. I have heavier warships here.
Keep going.
I like working with Providences because they're so sleek and there's so much firepower packed into such a small package. And of course HP. But I have heavier warships here, so I shouldn't engage with those. I should move the
Yes, Commander.
Secutors forward.
Moving out.
A Secutor should be able to take on an ISD-2 easily. That thing is going down. Nobody is surprised.
Primary engine system is down.
Bunch of stuff coming in here. Can you give me a missile up there?
Enemies in attack range.
I would very much. Oh yeah, there it comes. There is our. Ooh, there's two here. All right, let's. Oh, there is a maximum to the amount of targets a Diamond Boron missile will hit. By the way, you're not going to lose everything to 1 DB missile.
Copy.
That will be a little bit obscene, more obscene than they already are.
Targeting.
I think the max victim is set to 12.
Enemies incoming. Star cruiser here. Attack. Form up. Attack.
Are you capable of firing at that from there? I don't think so. These are, of course. So yeah, lots of firepower coming out of these. I did keep the bottom turrets, by the way. Now you can actually see that they're quads.
Switch the attack pattern. Star cruiser standing by. Blasted nerf.
Alright, now our Marauder is...
Holding for maximum.
Oh yeah, we're clearing out these Starfighters. Very nice. There were a crap ton a little bit ago, and right now they are slowly dying. Which, this is the reason why I don't want to increase the max blast victims any more than 12, because they're still effective for what they do. They will clean out swaths of Starfighters very quickly, if you give them a couple of volleys to do it. As you can see here, like, just everything dies. Like, I don't want one volley to literally obliterate the entire battlefield worth of Starfighters. That's not...
Fire.
That thing is gone, right? Because our...
Fire.
Okay.
I'm on the run.
Our Secretor's taking a lot of damage here.
Got my approach vector.
It's already burning. Quite heavily. This one is not. This one's completely unscathed. Took a little bit of damage on the laser cannons, but that's okay. That thing is going down. And we are fine. Token Magnificent died, but that's okay. They should have plenty of fucking command points to spawn whatever the hell. Okay, and then they cancelled it. Either that or it spawned. I don't think it did, which means that there is something the Empire is trying to build which they cannot acquire. I don't know what. There's apparently a Super Star Destroyer building. This is a problem. How about we go take over Fondor? What is the best chance of succeeding? Of actually getting here? What about... we do have our Starhawks still, somewhere. So this is our major Starhawk fleet. The problem is it's on the wrong side of the galaxy. Another Titan. Right, let's move our Mon Calamari cruiser fleet over here. Okay, so we have to go through Bespin, Yakdul, Typhera, Fondor, or we go through Coruscant, Bias, the Abrogado Ray, and then Fondor. I think it's better to do it from here. We'll move the Mon Cal fleet over there. We could use the Sith fleet as well.
Tactical battle imminent.
What's happening? Are they engaging Korlak again? You gotta be kidding me.